konnichiwa. 안녕하세요, 여러분들. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining with me today, and I really hope that you will be encouraged by what I have to share with you today. So, hey, I'm really glad you're here today. And I want to start by telling you something that honestly stopped me in my tracks when I first heard it. Back in 2005, and this is a real story, this is a true story that actually happened. Archaeologists were digging through the ruins of an ancient fortress called Masada. It sits right on the edge of a cliff overlooking the Dead Sea in Israel. And buried in the rubble, they found a seed. Just one single seed, just a small, dry, brown seed, totally unremarkable looking. But here's the thing. That seed was almost 2,000 years old. 2,000 years just sitting there in the dark, in the silence. No water, no sunlight, no soil. Through wars, through empires rising and falling, and through every single chapter of human history, that seed just sat there. And honestly, by every scientific measure, it should have been completely dead. But here's what got me. When the researchers decided to plant it, almost just, as an experiment, not really expecting anything, something remarkable happened. It sprouted. It pushed right up through the soil, and eventually it grew into a full living date palm tree. Still standing there today. And they named it Methuselah. I mean, can you imagine that? Now, when I first heard that, I thought, that's an amazing science story. But then I started thinking about it more. And I began to realize that story isn't just about a seed. I think it might be about you. And honestly, it might be about me too. Because maybe, and I want to ask this very gently, maybe something inside of you has felt buried for a long time. Maybe life has been hard in ways that are difficult to even put into words. Disappointment, loss, regret. Maybe a relationship fell apart. Maybe something you believed in didn't work out the way you hoped. Maybe failure or shame or loneliness has been sitting on your chest for long, so long that you've started to believe quietly in the back of your mind, I've gone too far. I'm too far gone. Nothing can really change me now. And I hear that, and I want you to stay with me, because that ancient seed has something to say to exactly that place in your heart. The life was never gone. It was just waiting for the right soil. Now in Matthew chapter 13, Jesus tells a story about a farmer scattering seed. And when his disciples asked what it meant, he says something that I think is one of the most important things he's ever said. He said, the seed is the word of God. Not just an old religious text, not just something people read in church, but living, active, carrying power that doesn't expire. And the Apostle Paul puts it this way. He says, you have been born again, not from a seed that can die and decay, but from an imperishable seed, through the living and enduring Word of God. Think about that. Born again, new life from a seed that cannot die. That's just not just a poetic language, but that is a promise to you. So as we start this series together, and I really am excited to walk through this with you, I just want to leave you with one thought today. The power was always in that seed. 2,000 years couldn't kill it. The right condition just hadn't come yet. And the Word of God is the same way. It doesn't need to be updated. It doesn't need to be made relevant for our generations. It just needs one thing, an open heart. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what's beginning to happen in you today. Stick with me. In the next part, I want to show you what's actually inside that seed, what message it carries, and I promise you, it's not what most people expect. So this is Grace and Kimchi. Thank you for listening. Faith, grace, peace, friends. Bye for now.